You need to make the joke again. If the microphone's the microphone.
Well, it says on Zoom, it's like, all right, select your microphone, select your speaker, and I'm like,
Okay,
oh, this is microphone.
yes, your microphone is the microphone. So I guess your headphones aren't hooked up to the
I,
microphone that, oh, you are doing it right now.
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
hooked up. Sorry, my headphones hooked up to the microphone. That doesn't even make sense.
Well, that's what mine are, because then you can like hear exactly what you sound like.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I'm only supposed to hear you.
No, you're supposed to hear yourself too.
Let's try this one more time. Try talking to me.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, you're soft. Hold on.
Well, you have a volume for the headphones on your mic, right? I
You
want to be
mean,
like screaming in your ear.
yeah,
So,
that's what I want to. Where would I control the volume? Oh
oh,
my gosh, I got it.
was it
I
on the
hear
mic?
myself now.
Like I told you to do.
It was on the mic.
Because you can, does it have the little headphone like thing next to it and it says headphone volume?
It's possible.
Good. Well, I'm glad we got it figured out then. So now you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Are you reading the
I
newspaper?
was. Don't look at that.
That burns my eyes.
Do you know what this is? Let me describe it for you.
Okay, well now we can kick it off with the intro. Do you wanna start with one of your topics first? Yours are gonna be like more serious and
Well,
educational.
why don't we go not serious to serious?
Oh, okay. You want that instead? Okay.
I
Do you,
think it would warm up and
you're
then
right.
we'll
You're
get to
right.
the
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
real stuff.
Do you want to still start it off?
Um, yeah. Okay.
Hit me with the
Topic.
first one.
All
Yes.
right. Because I'm actually honestly really excited to hear what you have to say about this. Ultra fast fashion. So does this ring a bell to you? Do
Okay.
you know
Good for
much
you to
about this?
ask. Okay. Hmm. Um, is it just like how quick stuff goes in and out? Oh,
Yeah. I
okay.
feel
Well,
like you know this, right?
yeah, but you got me nervous with the name of it.
Oh, well, sorry. I mean, that's what they do, right? We're marketers. We're like, oh my gosh, know
Yeah,
that category.
you're right, but you got
Um,
me.
well, okay. So what I want to understand is like, is this like something that you do?
Who are you? Okay,
Who
well,
are you?
well, I feel like
Basically, here's what I want to get to. It seems like they're huge, like TikTok and Instagram. Like people see this and then buy right away. Um,
okay.
are you buying stuff like right away from TikTok and Instagram?
I save a lot of stuff, but then I actually like I never go and buy it.
Okay.
And that's why I feel like when you save, like especially TikTok, when you save like or Instagram Reels, they're basically the same thing at this point. Instagram Reels is just like 3 weeks behind TikTok with their
Of course.
content, which we can go into. Yeah, Instagram,
It's crazy.
sorry. Um, but I will save videos and be like, oh, that looks really cool. Or, like I want to explore that later, but never will go back and like look at the videos I favorited or anything unless it
Okay.
really captures my attention. Like unless I see something that's really cute, then I'll explore it. I think like Amazon, a lot of people do that. Like Amazon storefronts have been super successful.
Well, I think it like why I brought it up was I find it interesting because it's like the next like there's always a next step. Like I guess there's always been fast fashion. It makes sense because it was like the uh H&M brands and you
Forever
what's
21.
Forever 21. Yeah, I did not know that
Oh,
one.
I used to shop at all those like Charlotte Russe, like um I mean
Right.
like
It's yeah, because that was like
Hollister,
get a
Abercrombie.
trend, like get
Hmm.
the latest in trends at an
Yeah.
affordable price.
Yeah.
Um, and it's crazy because this is like the next like people didn't think there would be a next step after this, and there was, which is like a turnaround of 24 hours and getting it to someone really quickly.
Yeah.
Like because I was reading that they can like these brands they see what's trending in 24 hours from like a celebrity status and they produce it in 24 hours and can sell it in 24 hours and then it sells out
Mm.
and they know beforehand if it's starting to become not as popular and then they like stop production um,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
and they
Yeah,
get
I
it
haven't
out really
read a
fast
ton
because
about
of
it.
TikTok and the gram.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't, like, that makes sense to me. I haven't ever read about the actual, like, process that they undergo and that they can turn it around in 24 hours, but it is very quick. But I would say like I could probably pinpoint like if someone is wearing like like jewelry or like the apparel or shoes or stuff like that, like I can pinpoint, I feel like the trends of what they would be. It's a lot of like
Wow.
90s Y2K, like gold
That's what's coming
jewelry.
back. So basically,
Hmm.
you are the trendsetter, is what you were saying earlier.
Yes,
Okay,
basically. Yep. I'm
got it.
with the trend.
You're
Super
with the
trendy
trend.
fashion. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's. Was there anything else about that?
Well, what do you think about TikTok and Instagram, like Instagram being behind TikTok? Because a lot of people will say, like, they're like, oh, I'm not on TikTok. But they watch all the TikToks 3 weeks later on Instagram. So it's kind of like this, like, oh, I'm better than you because I'm not on TikTok. And like TikTok is so addictive.
Who's saying this?
Oh,
No
like
one's saying this to me.
I have so many like friends who say that. They're like, oh, I'm not on TikTok. I'm not like Gen Z or anything. Like, oh, whatever. And then they're just watching like hours and hours on Instagram because it's
Oh,
like,
TikTok videos.
yeah, of TikTok videos. Yes. That are like 3 weeks or so behind the trend and are on Instagram reels.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ugh.
I mean, you should probably tell the audience that like I don't have a TikTok account, nor an Instagram account. And
You don't
every
even have
day I
Instagram?
ask that
Okay.
question, should I? And every day I move further away from probably not, like honestly.
I feel
Because
like
you tell me
after,
how much time people spend on it is crazy.
yeah, you're not wrong. But
I
it's
guess as a
like
marketer though,
it's
like
entertaining.
I
Like it
yeah.
replaces like TV and movies for
So
some.
you don't watch TV and
No, I do.
movies.
I do, just
Okay.
way less frequently. Like to sit down
Okay.
and watch a movie, like the odds I have like an hour and a half or 2 hours undisturbed, that's a rarity these days. But I
I
have
get it.
like 30 minutes that I can just
TikTok.
go on TikTok. Yeah.
TikTok. So like yeah. Last time I checked out Instagram, it was
I can't
like
wait to.
pictures.
It was pictures. It still is. It still is, but they've gotten in the video game now.
Okay. The
Yeah.
video, not video games, the game of
The game
video.
of videos, the
Okay.
industry of
It'd
videos.
be crazy if they got in the video game.
Yeah. I mean, still in the entertainment
It's
realm.
still, yeah.
We should pitch that idea to them.
All right. Yeah, I would just say that I do think that D2C brands, like the faster they get on TikTok, especially if they're going after Gen Z.
I'm technically zillennial, so I'm in between.
What does that mean? What's the, we don't have
It
to go
means
into
like
years.
I think millennial ends in 96, but like I'm too old for true Gen Z. I like
I thought
so I'm
so.
in the middle.
I thought
Yeah.
so.
Like Gen Z, I feel like right now is like I was just telling Jenny, our coworker, this. Like Gen Z peak is like 16 to like 20 right now. I'm like just a little bit older,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But it is very that's very it is very Gen Z. I'll take it.
All right.
That's what this
I'll educate myself a little bit more and we will go into TikTok.
okay. Oh, I
The
have so don't
Yeah,
worry.
I know. You
This
probably
whole
you have a book. This is just like the
I'm gonna write a book after this.
what are you gonna call that?
Millennial versus Gen Z.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm in between.
Yeah, I'll like research it more so then we
Okay.
can have a good discussion about it. All
Okay.
right, back to you. What else is on your topics?
Okay. Have you heard this is going like this is very trending right now, but
Well,
have you heard of
probably not.
Oh,
I
so
said
rude.
probably. Go ahead. Oh, why is that rude? I'm being honest. I probably have not heard of this.
Oh, I thought you were saying probably not. So like it being trending.
Oh.
Like
No,
like
no,
that my judgment was off. I was like, okay, maybe, but not with this. Okay, it's called quiet quitting. Have you heard of this?
no. I've heard
Like
of it.
New York Times just picked it up, like Forbes, CBS, like they're all writing about it currently, like a day ago. So
I've
that's
heard of
why
it,
I thought
but
you.
I couldn't just like tell me exactly what they mean by that. I have
So
a guess, but
wait, let's hear your guess first. I think that's more
my
fun.
guess is like actually quitting, but not telling anyone and seeing how long you can get your check for.
Okay, that's from the name. That is fair.
Okay.
Um, but not quite, at least to how I understand it and how Wikipedia and the internet has defined it. But it went viral from a TikTok. So if you think that TikTok doesn't have an influence, New York
I'm not saying
Times,
it
Forbes.
doesn't. It definitely does.
I know. I'm just for anyone who's listening who thinks I don't. But okay, so it's not like abruptly leaving a job, but it's just doing like exactly what the job requires, and then like no more, no less. So like shutting your laptop at the end of the day and just being like, that's my job. Like it's not, um, it's not like the end all be all.
I feel like
So
that's well, like only that's interesting. Like only certain jobs can do that though, right? Like you and I, like we don't have like this is definitely not in the job description. I did
it's
not see
not.
this other I did not see this other
Maybe
job
not
description.
yours. I feel like it was a little in mine. Um, but no, it's like it is. It's like the notion that work doesn't have to like take over every part of your life.
Hmm.
Like that's what it extends to. But it is like by industry.
And it's saying that this is just like more and more people are doing this, or it's
Yeah. Like more and more people should be doing it and are doing it.
see, this is just another form. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Does this sound
Do
like
it, do it.
boomer talk? This is just another form of like the work-life balance.
It is.
Just in another context,
Yeah,
right? Like
it
let's throw
totally
another
is.
trending term on it. Right?
But
I
isn't that
mean,
marketing? Like you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
sure, but who's doing this?
Viral TikToker. I can go get the name.
Get the
But
name. I
okay.
want to see this person.
Okay.
It was one person that started this and it just
I'm telling you, yeah.
blossomed into New York Times articles, Wall Street Journal articles.
I think so. Wait, where's my phone? That'll make it easier. I don't know where my
I mean,
phone is.
also the work from home setting is, is a big reason why this exists too, because you can't just shut your computer off.
Yeah, I know.
Although I did enjoy the people in the office that were like 5 o'clock hit, boom, I'm out of here. And then everyone would look at that person as they left. Like everyone, right? Well, hold on. Did you ever work in an office?
I did. I was like when I was younger, yeah,
Okay.
like summer jobs, but
Okay.
not like official, like super official.
Well, I say that
But I
because
did
like
work
there
in an
was this
office.
moment in office where you would be looking around like, okay, especially like when you're younger, like is
Who's
now the
gonna
right
leave?
time to go? And you would look around and see if anyone else left. And you're like, well, I don't want to be the first one to leave. Um, and I remember that
Same.
so well. Like, if I'm the first one, will everyone be like, why is
Like,
that guy
they're so
slacking?
young. They're like leaving
Yeah,
early.
there's a
Yeah.
slacker. Um, but tangent. Anywho, do you find the TikToker?
No, it's
Do people
hard.
say that TikToker?
Yeah, or the TikTok.
The TikTok?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't
TikTok.
found it. It's way harder on the internet to like find the original because on the app it'll say like original video with like the sound.
Mm,
So like I
this
don't
is new feature for TikTok.
new feature. Oh,
Find the
yeah,
original.
I'll find it. Well,
Okay.
they have it on the app. It's just like on Google. It's hard to get it on a desktop. So like
Okay.
I'm seeing a couple people, but I don't know who the actual first person bring it up.
Okay.
But there are
You
I
we can find that. Find
yeah.
that later.
Yeah, I'll include it. I feel like I found it. It's this guy with a cloud shirt and a beret on.
That's not surprising. Um, okay, I have
Okay.
one more maybe you saw this on TikTok. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Did you see the guy drinking his beer through a hot dog straw?
Oh my God, what? No.
Really? Okay.
No. You have
Hold on,
to
I'm gonna
send
show
my
this to you.
picture.
As soon as I put on Yankees, hot dog straw
Okay.
came right up. Um,
It probably is from TikTok.
no.
Probably is.
Let's see.
Like I feel like all content generated these days is on TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok honestly should pay me for this.
Can you see my
Yeah,
screen?
see this? Okay, okay. Yes,
Can you see
it
my
is.
screen?
Mm-hmm. I can
You've
see
seen
it.
this?
No, but it is
Oh,
on TikTok.
well, of course. He's putting the straw
Oh,
through the hot dog
this is so funny.
and he drinks.
Oh my God. Do you think that tastes good? I don't
No,
know.
no, I don't. But I think it's interesting though, just because I don't know. I'm from Chicago. I like a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'll have a
Who
beer
doesn't
with a
like a
hot
hot
dog.
dog?
But combining those two, no.
I think it would freak me out more than anything. But interesting. I love that Show that to me.
I found something that you didn't know about.
You did.
I'm sure
You
you're
did.
gonna. You should tell all your friends,
I'm sure
and
it'll
then
come
make
up on my
sure.
feed because
Yeah,
my phone will hear me talking about it and
probably.
then
Tell us.
it
Tell us if
listens.
that happens.
Okay, I definitely will.
That's all I got for
Okay. I have a
important
fun
news.
one.
Oh no.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say to this, but I want to pose it anyways. Is it acceptable to stalk someone on LinkedIn?
Yes.
Short answer, yes. So you don't care if they like see that you're stalking them?
No. Not. I mean, do people really think that? Like
Yeah.
people? No. It's
I'm so
fine.
curious about it. I'm like,
There's.
why are they looking at my
You know
profile?
why? It's because of all these sales reps that do
Mm,
that, and so now they've normalized that. I think so. Now anyone that looks at your profile, it's just like,
interesting.
yeah. So you
Okay.
feel like if someone's looking, you're like, what is that reason they're looking at me?
Yes, I want to know.
Hmm.
Because some of
Just
them, like
reach
some
out
of
to them
them
and
are,
ask.
yeah, that's fair. Like sometimes it's just like to find like your information, but then other times like I feel like it's for something else and I'm curious what
What
they're
could that be? Like what?
well, like I feel like I've had a couple of people actually for the podcast reach out and like be like,
See
oh,
that?
wanted to connect. Like I find it a really
That's
great
great.
resource. Yeah, which is great. But then some other people are like so not connected to anything I do. So I'm like, how did you land on my profile? Or like they're friends of friends. So then I'm like, is someone talking about me? And they look
Well,
at my LinkedIn.
if someone just likes something, then you're going to like, right? If someone
I
likes something of
know.
yours, one of your friends, then their friends are going to see it.
Yeah, but like to click on someone's profile, that's like interesting,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah, it's a curious. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious, like, what drove them, like, why um they're
Why
looking
they're
at my
landing on my
profile. But
profile.
for me, like, the majority of the time, like, my guess, just as a marketing person, is like, all right, they're trying to sell me something. Like, that's
Okay,
exactly
fair.
95% of the time. The other 5% of the time, just blindly clicking on links and then landing on someone.
That's what you do in your free time. Also,
Five
there's
percent of yeah, I do.
there's a flip side of it though too, is like when I'm looking at someone's profile, I'm like, ooh, they're gonna see that I'm stalking them.
But my wife like asked me, she's like, "You think I should click on that?" Like when she's looking up someone, and then I'm
See?
like, "Yeah,
Oh,
do it." Like, who cares?
okay.
Especially like for us, it's like this might be too personal, but like our neighbors, Tony, right? It was like, okay,
Tony.
we've talked to this neighbor so much. What does he do? You know, we try to find them on LinkedIn
Ah, okay. But then it's like, why not just ask them?
because
Got you there.
no, you didn't get me there. The reason why is because we should have asked earlier and we didn't, and now we're like
But
best friends, you know.
but
So
then
it's
they can
like
see that you're stalking them.
I'd rather go that direction than like taking our friendship and like coming out and saying, "What do you do?" Where it's like,
Okay.
listen, we've talked to each other for years. You don't even know that. Yeah,
Okay. So I guess you're just hoping that it like flies under the radar and then it doesn't ever come up in conversation.
yeah. I mean, my guess is like you and I, like being in the tech, like really deep in the tech community, are thinking deeply about that. My guess is like not as many people are like, oh, who's viewing my profile?
Oh, it's a topic amongst my friends. Like it's more frequent than not.
So you get together like Friday nights. You get together like, all right, let's look at who
Yeah,
viewed
that's
our
what we do
LinkedIn
Friday nights.
profiles.
No, it's like, oh, like they like someone will send a screenshot and be like, look who just like stalked my LinkedIn.
No, people
Yeah,
do that.
I'm so serious. I will not name names, but I could come up with like at least like three examples of that happening. Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah, I don't know
Okay.
any of your friends, so although I guess we're recording this and putting it out there, so that would make sense. You don't want people to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that was a good one.
Good.
I'm
Are you grading these? Like yeah, that
yeah,
was
I would think so.
B
Yeah.
minus. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna run through like some real interesting,
Okay.
maybe not interesting, but some more D2C stuff that we
Yeah,
should.
we can get serious now. I feel like that was a lot
Okay.
of fun.
Any thoughts on this came out again 2, 3 weeks ago? Shopify Collabs. I feel like you would have a thought here, or no? Because
Okay,
you're a
yeah.
creator.
Yeah, this is like with like influencers and creators, right?
All they're doing is connecting like Shopify merchants with creators,
Yeah.
influencers. Yeah, now there's just a portal and creators can browse for Shopify merchants and then say, yes, like I want to sell, whatever you're
Yeah.
producing, and then create a link. It's like affiliates, and then
Yeah.
create a link and then
Okay.
talk about
Yeah.
it in their channels.
But no, I think it's a great play by Shopify. I feel like we're just gonna keep getting more and more like user generated content and only start to buy stuff that we've heard from like influencers or friends and family through word of mouth, or like see reviews on. I feel like that's where people are gonna go to more and more. And also more people want to be affiliates because now it's like now more than ever you can actually get money for it and like good money. So I feel like it's a smart play
Can you?
by, I mean, if you do it
Let's.
right,
I feel like next episode. Let's. I would actually be curious how much you can make doing that. The
okay. How
average
am I supposed to do
influencer.
that? Okay.
I don't know. We'll
How am I
look it
supposed to do
up.
that research?
Not right
Okay.
now. We'll look it up later. Yeah, like
What do you think about it?
I I like that I like that Shopify is thinking about how to help merchants.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Knowing that, all right, other acquisition costs are rising, like Google Ads and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. So, hey, the influencer space still relatively new, trying to help out Shopify merchants like figure that out. So I do like that. At the end of the day, though, like I, it's maybe just my mentality. I'm just like, it's just an affiliate. Like it's just all right, here are all the merchants, here are all the creators, like find a merchant. And then I think they're just like giving a link and then being able to share that link however they want, which they really should figure out a way to like, build a relationship between the two, which I'm sure they can do that off, like outside of the Shopify ecosystem. But because I think that's where the interesting play is of a real relationship between a creator and a brand, outside of just like sharing links throughout channels.
Yeah,
What else can they do?
I'm sure that's probably on their like roadmap. And if it isn't Shopify, it should be. I do think that for um like for more like high-end affiliates who like have a huge following, they'll probably like have that relationship building piece or a brand will take it
Yeah,
upon themselves to take that
like I'd recommend brands, like what I could see happen is like brands experiment, like that don't know anything about influencers and don't have that channel but want to experiment, use this as a way to see like, okay, who would actually be interested and seeing what happens through that, and if something is positive, and then putting more resources into it and seeing how, like if they can grow it even outside of this feature would be probably
yeah.
a way to go about that.
Yeah. And too, like Shopify, I mean, it's better just to keep stuff in-house than like an app or an integration with, you know,
Yeah,
someone else that takes you off of Shopify. So
right.
yeah, I'm not surprised that they made that move into that realm.
Okay. Two other things. One, soft spot for Gorgias, obviously because I used to work there, but they raised their Series C, 30 million 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think what's it
barely anything, you know.
Yeah, barely anything. Well, I think there's so many interesting things about this because they raised it. I mean, who knows when they actually close the rounds? I mean, obviously in 2022, but we don't know when. But interesting to raise that much money. It means that like they really are growing quickly. 10,000 customers, and they said they valued at, according to TechCrunch, $710 million. So they're doing something right. And going back to just the theme, even of this podcast, right? Like what you could read their entire blog post about it, but what they talk about is retention. Like that's their
Heck
play.
yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Our bread and
so
butter.
bread and butter. Do people say that too? Can I
Yeah.
can I say that,
Yeah.
bread and
Yeah,
butter?
you can say that. Yeah.
Bread and butter. Do you say that? Like, is that
I
the first
do.
time you do?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Not the
bread
first
and butter.
time, no. I feel
No.
like I say that like yeah, on podcasts especially, yeah.
Okay. I need to. I need some sayings.
Oh, a good one is like, I'm curious about what you think about this. I say that all the time.
That's not what I. No. You're gonna say bread and butter. I'm gonna be like, I'm curious of. No, that's.
Yeah,
I'm
because you're
looking for like a.
inquisitive.
Yeah.
Oh, you want like
Okay.
a saying? Like,
Yeah, I want like something cooler than like.
well, from
Yeah.
our town hall,
Troy
you
was
did.
saying that's dope. Like
Yeah, I
that's.
was gonna
I
say
want something like that. I'm
you can say
curious.
that.
Okay, that's dope. I'm curious. Maybe that's what I'll say.
You sound like a
Um.
podcaster.
Oh, thank you. So I just like that's I think that's good news, especially for the retention space. Good news for Shopify ecosystem, and seeing their growth. Taking clients away from Zendesk is incredibly important for all of us Shopify apps.
Yeah. What do you think is the most like surprising part about it? Or like the most interesting part? Like that the fact that they raised it like within 2022 or
I mean, especially when you see a whole bunch of people cutting back
yeah.
and trying to figure out efficiency. Like for sure, that raise is interesting to see. I would also say that they have right. They talk about retention, but again, this is from the blog post. What they're saying is like they're trying to make customer support revenue generation. And so to get that like 30 million, obviously they have to believe that, but then they have to have their investors and have to have customers believe that too. And it's almost a like confirmation that hey, like people
Mm,
believe that this is kind of the future. So that's really cool to see. So see like will that actually happen where support is now looked at from the lens of sales reps? Like, all right, can a support team make money for the company? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
yeah.